Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grow My Biz channel. I'm your host, Seth, and my co-host is on site with me today. This is Mary. We're going to be talking throughout the channel about multiple facets of business. Our first video the other day was about mindset. Mindset is so vital because if you don't have the mindset in the right space, you're going to go the wrong direction. Basically, simply put. But today we actually want to talk about one of our personal experiences, which was random in the whole flow of business like it generally is, but it played a key role, a key factor in our business growth, and it really helped us propel to the business growth that we wanted to see in the rest of our journey of business, so to say, journey of entrepreneurship. So interestingly enough, this story goes back to a couple of years ago. We were, I like donuts. What can I say? I like donuts. So we went to this donut place in Little Claremont, Florida, and shout out to donuts. But either way, we stopped off and got some donuts. I might have gotten a lot of donuts. And then afterwards, there's a gas station really close by, so I pulled in with my truck and I was getting fuel. And the truck had company logo. The truck and I think our business trailer had company logo on it. And this guy kind of got out of his... Oh, wait.
What happened first?
Well, the donuts were delicious, so that happened.
Before we went there, so we had a cleaning business.
Yes.
And we were trying to break into the commercial cleaning. So I had to hijack this just to give you the backstory really quick.
I'm used to it.
And we were doing pretty good. I guess you could say we were doing really good. Depends on, your definition of good. We were probably doing 25 to 30 grand a month in house cleaning business. Not that we were cleaning, we had cleaners cleaning, but somewhere in that range. And we wanted to break into commercial cleaning, but we didn't know how. We didn't know the strategy. We were great closing 90% ratio probably, or somewhere around there, on the people who call us to get house cleaning. We could close them back to back. It was very easy, but when we would go into the businesses, it wasn't the same story. And we had to figure out, how do we break into this side of the business? So we prayed and asked God for a strategy to find out, how do we get into this commercial cleaning? Like, how do we get these accounts? Because, every time we would not close those deals, but we would close the houses. So that's the backstory. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you for filling that part in. So let's get back to the good part. We were at the donut place, amazing donuts, and right next to it is this gas station. So I pulled in with the truck and the trailer, and like I said, a company logo on the side, and this random gentleman just pops around the corner, and he's like, "Hey, you guys have a cleaning business too?" And I was like, "Yeah, we sure do." And he goes, "Oh," and we started talking. We just started with small talk, and then we got into some of the more technical side of things. And he mentioned some key pieces of the puzzle that we were missing because we were not in the commercial sector at that time. We were just starting to try and break the ice into it, and that's what he had been doing for several years. So he gave us a couple pieces of puzzle, keys to the lock, either way. But he gave us a couple takeaway insights, and we just researched it. We took some of his advice. We didn't take exactly all of it, but we took some of it. We made it our own, and just like the video that we're presenting to you today, and all the other videos that are yet to come in the previous video before, make it your own, basically. Take some of the key bits that we're about to talk to you about and, do your own research, find out what's going to work for you in your area as well. But we're going to go into some of those takeaways that we talked to and it really helped us to grow. So go ahead, Mary. I don't mean to hijack your important story.
Well, it's both of our story.
Right.
So we're married. We've been in business together for 4 years now.
Correct.
Married 4 years and in business 4 years. So
Correct.
God is good.
Amen.
So, what happened was... We, as I said, we didn't know how to get into the commercial side. We prayed and then happened to bump into this guy at the gas station and we got a piece of the puzzle from him. We also then, like Seth said, found other sources of information. Basically, we made it our part-time job to study this out. And so then we pieced different things together that different people were teaching, and we did our own system based off of those things. And once we implemented our system, we picked up approximately $200,000 in contracts in about 2 months' time.
It was back to back.
Yes. So I can't give you everything that we did to for that to happen. It was definitely.
Well, we can, but it's a VIP day.
It was God for sure. But yeah, we have a system that he gave us. It's like this ninja strategy that works. And honestly, I could test this same strategy in pretty much any city that has business, and it would work, guarantee it. But basically, it is comprised of some lead generation. So, lead generation, you could do it yourself, but we paid somebody. We got a really good price, and we could teach you how to get this price that we got. We got like 4 cents a lead or something crazy. It was 4 cents a lead, not something. I mean, that is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, and
real
we
quick,
would like.
Sorry to interrupt you, but one of the big things when you're a business owner, you have so many things going on. So if you can allot other tasks to somebody else, it really allows you to focus on the main things of your business. Focus your time on that. Okay, go.
Yeah. So we have kids to take care of, and. Running a full-time business while you're raising a family and the kids are younger, they're not like off in their teenage years doing their own thing yet. They need attention and time. So the business, one of the biggest principles and focuses of our business, and probably every business we have, is always going to be time. How do we leverage time? How do we get more of our time? Because time is the asset that's more valuable than money, since you can make more money, but you can't make more time.
True.
So anywhere you can figure out ways to save time it's really important. And so we hired someone to do the lead generation. I'm talking about doing thousands of leads, because you want to give yourself the biggest chance of success. And then we did some direct marketing. We also did paid ads and some search engine optimization. But the part of the strategy to get these commercial accounts was in the direct marketing. And so we actually created our own postcards. So I started off, first I made some paper flowers and sent them to like daycares, I think, and schools, and we got nothing. We got crickets from that.
But the interesting thing is, you didn't get nothing from that, because we ended up, not to hijack your story, but we ended up hearing that one of our major accounts that we got was actually a handoff from a word of mouth handoff, because we had mailed schools before that,
right.
And the school, the person that was the director of the school, actually handed it to this commercial account. So
right.
Don't despise small beginnings.
And you might do some cheesy things in the beginning and get noticed. In marketing, sometimes you do what you do just to get the accounts.
True.
As long as you have integrity in what you're doing. So we did some direct marketing. We did mailings. And we only probably got like 0.5% or something crazy low of the people we sent mailings to. So I want to say we got like 5 accounts that totaled $200,000 or something like that. I think it was 5, but it happened so fast, and we mailed them, probably mailed them like 5 times ish. And like Seth said, one of those accounts came from one of the schools we were mailing. We also got a school, and then we got a couple other accounts, and it was like, man, this thing works. And it wasn't just what we wrote on the postcards. There's a whole strategy with it. I created what I call the closing card. So I put a message on a card that was so strong and powerful that is an irresistible offer, basically, on a card, that when we walked in and we handed them that card at the end, and when we left, they would feel like an idiot to say no to what we had written on the card. So I'll tell you that much. But basically, we were able to pick up those accounts. Thank God. We figured out how it works, and that's how we did approximately $200,000 in about 2 months, picking up those contracts. So that's a quick rundown of our strategy on how we picked up the recurring commercial accounts, and that's like $5,000 a month, $7,000 a month. I think one was like over $8,000 a month or something like that.
Right.
But the combination was approximately $200,000. Might have been a little more than $200,000 actually, somewhere around there. But it's a great strategy to have if you're in a cleaning business or any business to business type of like service. So Seth did a lawn and landscaping business. He scaled that to 7 figures. So this strategy would work for any type of business that runs like that, where you're trying to pick up the contracts, excuse me, and you're trying to get, a lot of contracts quickly.
Right.
So that's all I have for today. Do you have anything you wanted to add? Or
I don't actually have anything to add at this point.
Okay.
We have a lot more videos coming out because we have a lot of topics to talk about, a lot of content that we've seen that it's been really helpful for our businesses over the years. And I've actually talked to several business owners who have asked me the same questions. Hey, how did you get to the top of Google and such like that? So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more content for you to come. And as always, thanks for listening, tuning in.